Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Vikings going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to... So it's third down, ball inside the red zone, and this defense looking to get the stop they need. They run with a power back. Rolls. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup. And that's a red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. That's complete right around the 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Colin Kaepernick taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. From midfield now, here's Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. There's Wilson to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. And out now come the Seahawks. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do that. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. On second down, Rawls. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So making 4 out of 4. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Now Kaepernick. Got to have this one. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets in. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 12. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense called rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
To throw, Kaepernick. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the fourth quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught by Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. Things are not looking good for this offense. 3-score game in the fourth. They need points quickly. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Kaepernick now on third and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.